Here's the thing, no one cares about your small business, what you have going on, all the things you're creating more than you. So why are you not shouting what you're doing to the rooftops? I think creating for social media is the perfect way for you to market yourself, to show other people what you have going on in the best possible life. Who is going to talk better about what you have going on than you? And so many people are missing this opportunity. So I thought I would take you behind the scenes today and show you how I create content that is relatively stress-free, not a whole lot of time, and it also really helps me promote my business. So if that sounds like something that you need help with, then come along. And even if you don't need help with it, come, because sometimes just getting ideas from other people is the best way. So hi, if you're new here, I'm Desha, and if you're not new here, I'm still Desha, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk about my small business that I run out of this small studio in my house. I take you behind the scenes as I do like marketing, content creation, just trying all the things out as I figure out what's going to work best for my small business. Currently, I'm selling on Etsy and TikTok Shop, and I have some other ideas in the works, but it's been a lot of me just trying to figure out, what's worth my time and finding the time to do those things. So today I'm going to take you along as I do a little bit of content creation, and I'm not going to lie to you. Today is honestly the worst possible day I could have picked to do this. If you do any kind of photography, social media, content, videoing, then you know that a rainy, overcast day is like the worst day you can film. However, I do have some workarounds, and we're going to make it work because I feel inspired today. I feel motivated today. And I don't want to have to put this back on the back burner. So today I'm going to talk a lot about batching. And if you don't know what batching is, that is when you make a lot of content in one day or a specific time. So when I film, I have to set up the tripod. Like right now, you're sitting on my spinning chair on the tripod. I had to go over there several times to like make sure I was in focus. Hopefully I am, because anyway, I switched the settings, but I didn't actually go back over there. And had to set up my lighting. Every time I film, I'm having to set these things up. If you're batching your content, those things are already set up so you can get into a flow of like filming faster without having to stop. So I'm going to talk about some of my favorite tools, what I think is worth your money, because I've spent a lot of money on stuff that was stupid that I should not have spent money on that they didn't work. So just some things that I recommend getting started, especially if you're on a budget, and just take you through the flow of how I record and then how I edit. Not only do you have to film content, take photos in a way that looks good, you also have to put it in a way that people care and want to watch it. And I think those two keys coming together are important. So let's get started batching. I'll probably do some like footage of me doing that, but I'll chime in and talk, but I also might do voiceovers. I don't know. Let's just go. So before we even get started, I'm going to talk about this light panel that I have. I have two of them. I might actually need to bring this one. Like when I'm saying it's like overcast, so dark today. I have two of these, and I like to use these for filming. I was just sitting here filming with this light, and it brightens the whole entire room. It has different settings, so you can take it from different tones, warm tone, cool tone. I usually keep it on neutral, but you can dim it and make it darker. I usually keep it pretty bright. So that's one of my biggest things that I think you need as a creator. This opened my opportunities up so much more because there were times that I wanted to film and I couldn't because it was dark. And my husband was literally tired of me complaining about it. So he bought me two light panels. Love these. This is my favorite tripod stand that I have. I do have, I guess, 3 or 4. This one, the phone clips on here, and it's pretty strong. It goes up pretty tall. I can't do it one-handed. It comes with a remote, so you can like take pictures with it. This one is my favorite. It's not great for, I do a lot of content where it needs to be like over me. I had to figure out the best way for me to do that because this is not the best solution. I kind of want to get something else, but there have been so many bad products that I'm scared to waste my money on another thing. Let me see if I can take you over and show you. This was supposed to be this amazing stand. This is the cheapest thing. I actually got my money back and they were like, oh, you can keep it. You don't have to send it back to us. Yeah, I guess not. It's so cheap, so flimsy. It actually wasn't what was advertised in the first place. So anyways, just be careful. If it has a tripod base, especially if it's short, I wouldn't trust it. Not gonna lie. I also think you need a good microphone. I have one on me. The set that I have comes with 2. I'll see if I can link my Amazon storefront. So you have a link to all the things that I'm talking about. But I just think it makes the audio so much better and so much like crisper when you use one. So definitely recommend those. So if I had to get started with just 3 things, I would pick a stand, lighting, and a microphone. I will say lighting is usually better during different parts of the year, so you might be able to get away with not doing lighting at the moment, but those are my recommendations. So let's talk about what I plan on doing today. I want to do some content around this bookmark set that I made last year for Halloween time. The reason I want to do it now is it's kind of like the place that people call Summerween. And I just think it would be a good time to start promoting and then maybe lead into the fall. Because my bookmarks don't really do as well, but I don't know if I promote them more, they could do better. So I've got some different ideas to do with the different sets because all 4 sets have the same quote, they're just different colors. So I have some ideas. And then I also had some ideas for my annotation kits, which do actually sell well. So I have some ideas for that. And basically, like while I have these out, I'm just going to get the most out of the content that I can make while I'm doing that, if that makes sense. I just remembered though, for this content, I don't have the stickers that kind of match these, and that would probably be best. So I might end up having to pause that idea to print stickers for you really quick, but it won't matter for you because that'll just be the next clip. But I'm going to get set up in the kitchen to do this, and I'll show you like my setup and kind of like my flow, I guess. So remember how I said I was going to cut these stickers because I just remember they need to go with the bookmarks? It just occurred to me while I'm doing that, this can be another part of the video. So I'm just going to basically show you what I'm about to do. All I'm going to do is I've got this laminated and I'm going to put it through the machine. And then when it's done cutting, I'm going to set my phone up to do short form content. And when I hit eject and then it comes out, I'm going to use the tweezers to just start pulling up the stickers. And I can use that to either talk about just making stickers in general, about how I made these stickers specifically. A lot of people like to see the process because with AI being so prevalent, just seeing that someone actually created these with their own hands is pretty cool. I don't know if I have any clips of me actually drawing these stickers anymore, so I could use that too if I do. It just depends. Okay, so now I'm in my favorite place to film and take like product photos because it's so bright in here. Luckily earlier when I said it was dark, it was actually storming them, but this is actually like hours later and it's not. So natural light is working for us. It's light in here, but I do have this panel. Notice I have the panel facing up. Watch this. All it did, it's like making the light bounce off. And even though you really can't tell as much, like when I put something here, it just brightens the room. Versus if I just shined it straight down, it's going to be brighter, but it's also going to form shadows. So it just depends on what I need. Honestly, if I bring both panels in here, they can kind of like counteract each other and fight the shadows on the other side, but it's not that deep right now. So this is my pro tip. As you can tell, our dining room table's been through some things. It's a little scuffed up. And for content, I just like things to look very clean and crisp. So I have these boards that have contact paper on them. And it just makes, like, look, now my filming space is white marble. Now I have blue marble. So just having some different options. This one is, I like this one, but the glare, because of that, it can cause issues. I don't know if you can tell. Sometimes it does. It would probably be fine now, but I do want something more neutral. So I have some that are just like different wood grains, which I would recommend. Like if you really think about it, it makes no sense because why would I be just sitting on the floor? But I just like the wood grain. And this gray, like natural wood grain, is my favorite. So earlier I mentioned this stand is kind of annoying because to film this way, if I do it like this, it doesn't make sense because this is in my way. This is how I would write. So normally when I make videos, I actually record them upside down and then have to like flip them in editing. Is what it is. So I'm gonna put my phone up here So now I'm gonna record just some videos, and also I'm gonna do some pictures because I have some different post ideas. So again, I had the bookmarks that I had the idea for, and just whatever your product is, just trying to be creative in how you can show it off. So one thing I was gonna do is like a thing, I don't know what the front picture is gonna be like, it's like pick an emoji, get a book recommendation. And each emoji is gonna tie into a bookmark. So this one says spiraling, but in a cute way. So I might do like the spiral emoji, you know what I mean? Bury me with my TBR. I think, is there a tombstone emoji? Might do that one. Sad Ghoul Club. Maybe like the moody, like the moon, the dark one. Why are there two of those? Spooky but sensitive. I might just do the ghost. So anyway, just dreaming up some different things I can do with that. So I'm gonna just get creative. I might keep this filming and put some there's stuff behind it is the problem. There we go. I'm just gonna get creative and just take you along with me, and then I will definitely show you, even if I don't show the all behind the scenes process, I'll definitely show you what it ends up looking like. I decided to do a voice over for this part just as I was getting things together because I really wasn't talking. But here I am just showing off different products. I'm hitting pause between recordings. That way there's less for me to have to edit. And I'm just showing off the product in the best light and just trying to think of different ways to market it. So I was saying in this one, I'm just kind of showing off each one in the different colors. And after that, I did photos. So here I am. Each book recommendation kind of goes with one of the sayings that I chose. And I'm just putting the bookmark in each color around the book. So for this instance, I think this one is the spooky but sensitive one. I'm taking that from each color and going to take the pictures with that. And also notice I'm cleaning off my camera. You always want to do that. And I love the little one eye pirate. I don't know why I squint like that. Apparently I can see better. After that, I went back to my office and I got blinded, but I'm setting up so I can pack some orders. And packing orders, like I'm going to tell you later when I'm editing, is a really good time to showcase your products. I like to film right here because you can see all of my different bookmark options. And personally, when I'm online, I love seeing someone set up as they're packing orders. It just gets me more interested in what they're doing. And I just left my pink pegboards and I put up these new photo frames. So just trying to find inexpensive ways to make your space look good so that way you can edit. Again, I'm shining that light at the ceiling and it's making the light bounce back and just kind of brightening up the space in general. Also, something I didn't mention earlier, the stand that I'm using does have lighting on it. There's a front and a back light panel kind of thing. I just personally don't use that one when I'm doing close-ups of the products because my bookmarks are glossy lamination. So if I turn on the light, it's going to cause a glare on there. So that is an option though, especially if you're just doing like face content, there is lighting. So I'm just kind of putting the tabs on there. Notice I'm not filming this whole process because I'm not going to show that whole process on camera. So doing that part off camera and then coming back into frame and showing them the finished product. And like I've already said, I will be showing you how I edited this in a little bit. As you can see, I'm talking during this clip, but I decided to do a voiceover because there were several things running in my house and you could kind of hear them. But in this one, I'm just taking the idea that I already had. So I was going to do pick a genre, get a book recommendation. So like if you pick mystery, when you swipe over on the carousel, you're going to find the mystery recommendation along with the annotation kit for the mystery one. And I was like, okay, perfect. But then I started thinking I can capitalize on this content if I show how I make a bookmark for each one. So in a second, you're going to see me take the first book and I'm getting the tabs that match the cover that I would make. And these videos do pretty well. Usually people like kind of the aesthetic of me matching the tabs to the covers. So this is going to give me 8 pieces of content to be able to post. Whereas at first I wasn't even going to record this. I was just going to take pictures, but it just doubled as double promotion. So sometimes just thinking outside of the box of what you can do to be able to promote, because people love behind the scenes. It's kind of like breaking the what's it called? Is it the third wall? The fourth wall? Basically, where you're bringing them into the fold of what happened to get to the end result.
All right, good morning. And it is indeed the next morning. What happened yesterday? I did so much like filming, my phone died, so I couldn't finish the video. But that's okay. I'm gonna do it today. So it's a little harsh. Let's do that. All right, so I'm gonna take you along step by step. This is kind of gonna have to be unedited because it's gonna be hard for me to link up both the clips if I don't. But I personally use edits to edit all my short form content. I like edits. Some people like to use their computer. Do what makes you happy. Okay, this is a video that I just uploaded. I'm gonna close that. And I'm just gonna go to my gallery and just pick something random that I did yesterday. So let's do a couple of things. You saw me make, what was it? The bookmark video. Okay, I think it's this one. If it's not, we'll just start over. Okay, so yeah, this one's just me flipping through it. So I'm gonna, down here, this is like the timeline of the video. So basically, I just want anywhere that has movement. I'm gonna split that clip and cut off the beginning because there's nothing happening. Boom. As soon as my hand goes out of frame, where I like lay the bookmarks out, cut there. And then I'm just sliding that up to get rid of it. So now I only have 1 second of edited clip left. So I'm gonna do a quick like flip through the orange. I'm gonna get rid of all of this. Take it to the taupey color. I might even make the orange clip shorter because you're going to see the different quotes in the taupe one. Cut. Get rid of all of that. And basically, you're just cutting any lulls, anything that would make people bored, make them scroll. You have to remember that you're fighting, like, people's attention spans are so bad. If they don't see something interesting to them, something that's like grabbing their attention immediately, they're scrolling. So this video is pretty much fully marketing. I can put like some fun audio on it and like, which one are you? Like pink, orange, something like that. Like, I don't really know how I'm going to use this yet. I might even put some text on here and then someone said it's Summerween. And so this is pretty much purely marketing. I'm going to cut where I dropped the pink one at the end. This is mostly purely marketing, right? Like, I'm not, oh, this is me like, hey, look at my product. So this video is pretty much done. Like I said, I'll probably add some text. It just depends. And then you can always add some cute audio, especially if you're only putting it on Instagram. Like, you can look for some trending audio. Sometimes I'll look at what's for me that has the little arrow. If you don't know, that's pointing up, that means the audio is trending. So like espresso, always trending. Cruel Summer, perfect for the summertime. So everywhere, Fleetwood Mac. So these songs are more for me. So I'm just going to close out of that. Literally, that took me, this video has only been going for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So less than that because I was talking to you first. All right, let's do another video you saw me do yesterday, which was I pulled up. This is a video I like to do just packing orders. Honestly, if you're like, Desh, I don't have any orders to pack, fake it, okay? Make something that you like, something that you think your audience would like, and fake pack the order. How would they know, okay? So I like to be over here at the setup where the bookmarks are on the wall. I'm going to do right when my hand comes in the frame to grab the bookmark. It comes up. I'm going to split here. And yeah, I put the tabs on during the video. I'm just going to get to where I'm actually putting the first tab on. Remember, you want to get on with the show. Like, I'm not even going to show me like adjusting the tab, but really I'm going to cut all of that part until I'm putting the second tab on. And all I'm doing is just splitting the clip and cutting. Splitting this clip. Split this one. So now it looks like I go boom, boom. And then honestly, I feel like I personally paused the video to put the rest of them on. So now my hand's ready to come back in the frame. So I'm going to go right before it comes in. And now she's ready. Cut again. I'm probably going to... probably cut there because it didn't matter that I put it down. Pen, no, highlighter. Now the pen, again, whoops. I meant to split that. I'm trying to drag it over, waiting for right when the pen comes into the frame. So you just want to keep movement. That's the best way to keep engagement, especially if it's something like packing an order. Like, you don't need it to be extended out. Now, if you're trying to do like a cozy, like ASMR video, but honestly, I don't think I had any music playing, so I could do an ASMR video with this if I wanted to. There is music playing. You just have to be thoughtful of that. Like, if you think I'm really bad about that, like I just want to listen to music while I do stuff or like watch a video, and then I watch the video back and then I realize I can't do ASMR because I was playing something. So remember, I was talking about batching. Something you're going to want to remember is you can make multiple videos out of what you're doing. And I'm about to show you what I mean. I'm not going to edit all of these right now, but this video is literally done. I've edited 2 videos. It's been 6 minutes. So I usually just watch it back to make sure there's no issues. Make sure it's like going smoothly. I didn't like forget something, mess something up. So like right there, I'm struggling with the package. Who cares? We're gonna honestly just cut it there. It doesn't matter that I was fumbling with the package. I might honestly cut where I pulled the thing off too. There we go. So edit it down to 15 seconds. Boom, boom, boom. I could add text. If I didn't have the music playing, I could have just done an ASMR. And I can put text on here. I might put like pack an order with me. Cool thing about edits is, and I'm sure other platforms too, it kind of saves your favorites. My favorite lately has been National Forest. I love this text. So I might just put pack and order with me. And I might even like say like for a book lover. I personally like to put the outline on, and then I will use my branding colors, and I just feel like that helps me to stay. And if you like use it before, it'll kind of save your stuff for you. Okay. I'm not going to edit all these, but that same time when I was packing those orders, I had that video, which you see right here, the 1 minute 32-second video. There's one for 51 seconds where I packed this person ordered 2 kits and a sticker. So I made another video, and then this video that's 42 seconds, I'll show you. I show where I packed those first 2 orders. So there's the thriller and the general one that you just saw me edit. And then I get out her other stickers and pack those up. And then I just grab everything at the end. So I'm going to edit that later, but just showing you how that one order I made 3 different videos for. And I'm not going to post those back to back to back. I'm going to spread them out, and that way it just gave me more content without posting the same things over and over. What else did you see me do? I might not edit this one right now, but I can show it to you. I can edit it. I actually made 2 different videos, and I'm about to... No, never mind. It's not in this part. Just kidding. So one of the orders I had yesterday was for a magnetic bookmark. Sorry, my back is hurting. It was for a magnetic bookmark, and it's my Masked Man, which is like my dark romance bookmark. So I got a stack of dark romance books, and I have them here. I cut there. And I'm basically saying, I don't know what kind of text I'm going to put on here yet, but it might say something like, if you like these books, then... Oh. I'm going to take that audio off before I get flagged. Okay. So something like, if you like these books, then, and I might make that a little bit faster because you can play with the speed, which I often do. Let's take that up to like 1.3 and see what happens. And then usually I like to make the other half match. If I hadn't already split it, it would have been easier, but... All right, let's see now. So something like, I might put text, if you like these books, then you need this magnet or something like that. So they're the magnet or something like that. So there the magnet is in the packaging, but I also took a video, also included me showing off what it looks like outside the package. So let's see the flow now. Like, if you like these dark romance books, then, oh, that editing is smooth. And then I even took a clip showing what it looks like if you put it on the book. So I picked a, for this part, I just picked a popular dark romance book. Just gonna show the cover a little bit. It's also a book that I bedazzled, so it's got some like elements people might want to talk about. So, and then here I'm just showing like how the bookmark works and how easy it is. Perfect. Right. Also, if you cut something, you can still go back. All right. And now it's a 15-second video that promotes my magnetic bookmark. And it's not just promotion, because I'm also giving book recommendations, so it kind of draws you in without it feeling just too salesy. And I don't even really have to mention it. I might say like, this is the perfect accessory for like dark romance books. All right. And then you also saw me, I have some more stuff that I did with the bookmarks. So I probably took 2 videos while I was in there to edit, and then I also took photos. So that's 3 days of content with those bookmarks, 3 days of videos for packing those orders. While I got those dark romance books down, I took another video of me like actually getting them off the shelf. So I'll just probably do any kind of video, like not really marketing, but just say like, this is your reminder to straighten up your shelves or something like that. And let's do one more. So this is the one that you saw me taking, I guess, last. I'm kind of confused about how I did the clips, but this one video idea is going to make 7 or 8 different clips. And then it's also going to be a carousel. So these videos do pretty good because people like to see, I think it's like just aesthetically pleasing. So I have my book cover, and now I'm going to start making tabs to match the cover. And I'm literally going to wait till like I actually get to the point of putting it down. For the first one, I might actually show me putting it down because all right, and then other colors, I'm gonna split there. So notice I'm keeping it very like peppy pace. Like right then I was fixing the tabs. They don't need to see that. I'm gonna do it right when I, there, clip this. Yep, boom, boom. I'm gonna delete all of that until I literally put the, oops, wrong button. Until I put that down. Next color. And like while I recorded these, because I already had my tab set up, I already had the setup, you know, going, everything was in there. It did not take me long at all to record these. Like I said, this would have easily been done yesterday if my phone hadn't died. And then I realized I needed one more color, so I'm going to split that. This video started like 2 or 3 minutes long, and it's now 8 seconds. Okay, so now I'm just pulling up the tabs and putting them on the bookmark. So this is the marketing part. These are bookmarks that I sell in my shop. So showing like how I made the bookmark and the tabs match the book. And I'm actually just gonna cut most of this, mostly because sometimes I'm not paying attention and I wasn't really making sure the bookmark was flat so they could see exactly what I was doing. But I know I do at the end because that's like the whole purpose. Okay. And showing like what it looks like beside it. And then I put the tassel on, so split there, wait till the tassel comes in the frame. I might even wait till I get the tassel in the hole because sometimes that's a struggle. Perfect, and boom, out the frame, cut the end. Video started at like 2 minutes, now it is 17 seconds long. I think that's like my 4th or 5th video that I've edited, and it's now only 15 minutes and 22 seconds of filming and talking to you. So that part was a little bit long. Cut that. Now you'll notice you don't see me using the transition buttons. You don't see me like doing all those like crazy edits. Nobody, like, if you think of any video that you've ever seen trending, you've never seen it have all the flashy editing. Like, this is like just quick pace, but it's like human edits versus like, let me show you what I mean. I would not hit this little circle, this button, and do something like this. You know what I mean? Like, there are people that will add like the fades and stuff, the zoom in. I think keeping it basic is the best thing. Like, for the most part, I don't ever see videos that use a lot of like stuff like that and do well. For me, I've only ever used those if I needed to make a certain effect, not just a transition between. So I hope that helps, and I hope that makes some sense. Like, just batching it to make it a little bit easier on you. So like I said, I have, I guess, 6 more videos to edit from sitting in there doing the tabs on the book, and that literally I did every single one of my bookmarks. Oh, and the carousel, I don't know if I told you this. So each bookmark has a certain genre on it. So like the romance book has a romance key. So I'm going to do, the carousel is going to say pick, I guess I'm going to do pick a genre, get a book recommendation, and it'll have all the genres on the first slide. So like say yours, you pick thriller, you'll have to slide through the carousel to find the thriller recommendation, and then my little bookmark's going to be there. So I hope that makes sense. Just kind of like marketing in a way that doesn't feel overly salesy, but still like, you know, here's the thing. I hope you buy it. Like, support my shop. Okay, honestly, the weirdest thing just happened. My iPad ran out of storage space. So I don't know what I was saying, but thank you for, you know, joining me. I hope this helped or like gave you some clarity or at least some ideas. I like to see what other people are doing because it kind of helps give me ideas. I feel like sometimes I'm reinventing the wheel. But there's lots of ideas out there, and I feel like you just gotta, you know, look around, get inspired, and stuff like that. So I hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are. If you have anything you want to see, any questions, comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.